damage build here. Definitely a big question. Normally, I feel like with the jungler, you go physical. Before we go any deeper into analytics here, we are in possibly the last game of this best of 5. Team First Blood is hungry for it. New Wave, on the other hand, needs to make a win here if they want to go farther. This is New Wave up against Team First Blood. Nice.
Okay, interesting, right? Indo rolling with the killing spree on this Bane jungle and, you know, going against typical what Kid is running, right? And that's what we're gonna expect here. Oh wow, early damage already on Ziggy, but should be fine here. Pops the sprint actually early on. So going back to the point, right? In terms of a Bane jungle, where does it really shine? Well, one, he can clear really quickly, and he can kill things pretty quickly as he gets those levels up, right? But the thing is, deadliest catch. How do you play around that? How do you use that? Well, typically, you can use it really well around the turtle, right? The turtle pit, the lord pit, if you can find those setups. Now, who complements that? Tamal, once again, right? With the Pneumon Blast. But the thing is, as we've seen, Tamal has struggled a little bit, right? Finding those right setups. And that's really what we're going to be looking for, too, with what is drafted here. Because same time, man, Dogtor looking for those Abysm strikes. If Tamal can find the right angles, the right setups, then they're in a great position to win those skirmishes, win those team fights, right? They've got great ultimates across the board. But still, the same could be said for Team First Blood. But yeah. The question is, how do you play around the Lue Yi, right? There's quite a bit of damage there, but how do you utilize, you know, even the ultimate there? Like, do you cheese it? Do you use it for advantage? That's the tough thing for them, right? Now, Joybot already having to pop that flicker early on here. And as I said, that turtle's going to be up here in just a couple seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Lue Yi could be the possible problem there. I mean, against the Bane, against the Dairoth, if you can get that yin yang, you know, get that passive in and possibly cause some disturbance. But wait a second, the Lord is up here.
Yeah, well, Turtle's going to be slain here by Kid as he grabs that one, forcing Tamal with a flicker. Now the initiation comes out. Luffy's still alive with the vengeance, but Tamal able to survive that one. But First Blood off camera, going over to Jaffa here on that Beatrix. Finally getting the upper hand here in that gold lane off the bat 2 minutes into the game.
Jaffa, listen, you play that Beatrix every chance you get, you bring it in every chance you get, and this just shows right there, already taking that gold plating down a half, getting a 1v1 kill onto someone that's been very mechanically inclined in these small transactions on the map. Oh, a little bit of cheese there as we were talking about. And that's the possibilities of the Lue Yi. You know who's a great Lue Yi player that made plays happen with the diversion? Nicolette on Team Sexy. Not a lot of players pick up the Lue Yi, but when I watched her play it, the way they use that ultimate to get positions, to get surprises, to rotate around the map, they made it happen. So Prophecy can do that as well. We could see some nice, beautiful moments coming in from the diversion, but a little bit of a 1v1 up here in the top.
Yeah, no, look, Kid also looking for the cutoff here. Gonna just try to find the right setup with the lethal counter. Kid spinning a win, but forcing Dogtor back should be fine. And going back to the Lue Yi, right? Because this is the thing, right? Yes, Nicolette showed just kind of the powers that can be used with that. The diversion alone, you know, that's the thing. How do you use the diversion effectively, right? That's the biggest question for a lot of these teams that decide to pick that, because we've even seen that pop up once or twice here. Even in a previous Asian tournament just recently, right? And it was the same thing. They found moments that really worked, and they found moments that didn't. But now the folks on the bot lane, they actually punish Jaffa, right? So this is the thing. We saw the focus there. That's going to lead them into this next turtle. And Team First Blood really setting the pace once again as they get this small gold lead here.
Yeah, and this has been the story over the past 3 games now, right? Team First Blood has always had a little bit of a gold lead. Even if they take a death, even if they're down 1 or something, they have that advantage in the beginning, and they're able to kind of press around the map. New Wave not hovering over that gold lane as much as we saw before, to the point where Jaffa gets ganked, gets taken out. It seems like Tamal this time is focusing a bit more with, with Indo, with Ziggy, trying to make plays happen elsewhere on the map. Diversion is coming in, able to get a nice position here.
Nice little disposition there, forcing Jaffa to flicker here. He does have the shield. Here comes Joybot looking for a setup. There's the deadliest catch. They do find him in the bush. Joybot takes the return damage. The Chaos Bolts hurt too much. And now the return once again. But look at Kid. Finds the kill on Jaffa. Meanwhile, the rest, it's going to be a 1-for-1 for now. Kid should be fine. The rest of the team going to back off and disengage.
Yeah, I mean, a good trade, and there's that diversion, right? Coming into that bush, getting a beautiful position onto Jappa there, forced to flicker away, and Jappa still gets caught off. And Kid's doing a great job at coming around that side, finding that moment. Team First Blood in general, these are these small moments in these team fights where every player knows where he needs to be at the right time to capitalize on these team fights as much as possible. And speaking of team fights, we may have another one here.
Already forcing the brilliance out here from Ziggy. There's going to be the deadliest catch. Dogtor is trying to make his way, but that's going to be another kill for Gina God mode. And they're happy with that. Tamal with the shield, but unfortunately a little bit too late. Ziggy does go down. So Team First Blood once again finding a kill here. And this is the thing, right? The focus was on the gold lanes. They're happy with it. Gina God mode now just transitioning to find some more kills. They do lose that turret in the bottom lane, but at this point, it's pretty much fine, right? Gina God mode where they want to be, but now into the jungle, they find another kill here. Indo going down. This time, Luffy. He's going to go ahead and pop the Vengeance, looking for Dogtor. Gets quite a bit of damage himself. Double kill, though, for him. But finally, he falls. Ziggy with a kill. Kid really low here. Has to back off just in case. But under the turret, Gina God popping the crossbow of Tang. Finding another kill. Popping the Brilliance one more time. Can he get the cleanup? And that's it. They find more kills. Team First Blood showing dominance.
You know, a lot of teams, when they have an early game advantage and they know their composition is set up, like they have this Ballman and they know the enemy jungler is weaker, they still don't press in sometimes. But Team First Blood, not scared at all. Look at the way that Kid and Joybudge and Prophecy come in. They know they have some nice early game damage. They have the ability to invade and make plays, and they do it. They don't waste any time. They're not nervous about it. They just come in. They know when they need to be aggressive, and they are fulfilling it to a T. Team First Blood now with a nice lead. At only 7 minutes, looking very familiar to game one. Jappa may go down here, though.
Trying to punish Jappa here. Luffy bit off a little more than he could chew, but here comes the diversion. They're going to look for the setup. He gets the kill, takes out Jappa. Here's the team. Wild charge comes out, and they get set up here. Triple kill for Luffy before finally going down. Brilliant's going to be popped here, but at what cost? Ziggy going to be focused on, and he finally gets taken out. Prophecy with another kill.
Team First Blood right there. For a second, I'm thinking, all right, you're about to get the pick onto Luffy. Luffy able to survive just long enough. And look this, wait for this. Joybudge rotates down. You can see them on the mini-map right now. The diversion comes in. They come in, the wild charge just to set everything up in the biggest turnaround of the past 3 games. Yes, you get Luffy at the very end there, but 3 of your most important members go down. A wonderful, beautiful, picture-perfect play from Team First Blood right there.
Man, we were wondering, how do you use that diversion? There you go. That's how you use it. And there you go. They find another kill. Crossbow Tang going to be committed here. Gina, but they get another kill on Indo. Man, I got to say, Indo is struggling here on this Bane jungle pick. And it has not been going very well for New Wave as a whole here. Team First Blood just looking to take the series right now and force that next matchup. And, I mean, across the board, Trex, New Wave, what do they even do here? I mean, at this point, right, the gold lead is falling out of their hands. It's getting further and further apart. What does New Wave come back from this?
I mean, they do have some possible damage, right? You still have Jappa's at 1-4. It's a hard case to argue. If I'm the lawyer for New Wave right now, it is definitely going to be tough. What I can say where I think some things went wrong was, once again, you have the killing spree that you mentioned in game one. And if that's what you're going for, if you're going for those more of a, I feel like killing spree, it really pops off in the mid to late game or with an assassin, aggressive hero. But if you're pairing it someone with Bane, you're waiting for this time in the game, right? And hopefully you haven't leaked too much. Hopefully you haven't fallen behind too much. So New Wave, they let themselves get caught back. They needed to maybe just stall in those early phases, not try to be aggressive. But Team First Blood is just amazing at pushing these fights. Now, there are still some possibilities. Tamal could still possibly catch some nice angles, but I think at this point, it's play it safe, play it cool, buy as much time as possible for Jappa, Ziggy, and Indo here.
I think that's a big problem, though, too. Even just taking a look at the items, right? He's going pretty much full damage at this point. So you're relying on Tamal to find those setups. Dogtor has a little bit of defense with the Dominance Ice, but not much, right? So you don't have much of a front line, right? If Tamal can't find those setups, those picks with that Doomed on Blast, I mean, everybody is just going to fall if they're looked at right now from Team First Blood, right? And right now, Lord already marching into this top lane, going to be working on that turret. They might be able to get this here. Tamal getting the stun from Luffy, but they're happy with this first turret in the base. It's only 10 minutes here, Trex. And right now, Team First Blood just completely in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and there's not much. Like, yes, Tamal has an Numen on Blast, and once again, you're putting a lot of weight on Tamal right now. A lot of weight to try to make these plays happen. New Wave just keeping it defensive. I like the fact that right now, they're not trying to push out. Like, don't do anything crazy. Just stay in your base. Maybe let Team First Blood, let Joybudge try to make a big flicker wild charge, you know? Let Kid bite off a bit more than he can take. But once again, the problem is going to be Gina firing these crossbows of Tangs off. And here comes Joybudge right now.
Joybudge goes in with a wild charge. He does fall, but that's going to be unstoppable. Gina God mode finding kill, but actually turned around here to fall for Team First Blood. Tamal looking for a stun here, not going to be able to get it. Luffy trying to recall. He does just in time. So again, you were just commenting about this, Trex. You know, Team First Blood, they don't need to force those fights. They could have literally just been happy with the the one inhibitor turret, and then just backed off, right? They had about a 10k gold lead, and they just gave a couple thousand gold over to New Wave. So that's the thing. Those types of decisions where you're forcing fights in, not the best, right? Now, they can probably still make up for it. They're still well ahead of the gold here for Team First Blood against New Wave. But at the same time, you have to be crucial and conscious about those moments, right? Because slowly but surely, Jappa will be online with this Beatrix. And if they can play around that, and again, if Tamal can somehow find the Hail Mary Numen on Blast to set them up, it could work, right? Especially paired with the Business Strike. So there's a lot here on the side for New Wave. But can they contest against this next Lord? That is a big question mark, and I don't think they can really go toe-to-toe, and that's why Dogtor is focusing on those objectives at the top side. Just give up this Lord, let's defend a little bit longer, grab a turret. We need every amount of gold that we can get.
I mean, they do have the damage, and we know from seeing that Team First Blood is a little giddy right now, right? They're 2-0. They know they're this much closer to taking this whole championship. So we just saw them. As you said, they didn't have to go in there, but they decided, let's try to end this here. New Wave, if they can wait for one more play like that, they can get a bit more time. They could possibly clear this Lord. They have Ziggy, and they have Jappa still, who, though they have fallen behind, the damage should be enough to melt down this Lord. It's all going to be about position here. Is Team First Blood going to catch New Wave off guard, or is New Wave going to make a play that makes them lose this game? They are down an inhibitor right now, so Lord's going to have free reign to walk right into their base. Does New Wave wait at the base, or do they maybe meet this Lord a little bit earlier? It looks like they're going to try to keep this at a very defensive position.
Yeah, they've got to defend these turrets the best they can, but already going to be focused here in the bottom lane. Team First Blood looking for setup. Here comes a conceal play, Joybudge as well. There's the deadliest catch, forcing the brilliance out here. Luffy takes quite a bit of damage. Under the turret, Joybudge gets caught. Immortality's going to be popped here. Looking for another setup. Gina God mode, popping the crossbow of Tang, forcing everybody back to the fountain. And right now, they're making the smart decision, right? Give up a couple more mortalities, grab that bottom turret. Hey, let's back off, let's reset. That's the best case scenario for them, but still, you can see the amount of damage potential coming out from New Wave. It's clearly there, and it's getting to the point. Again, my biggest thing is how do you utilize Indo on this Bane, right? We saw the deadliest cast come out. He's got some damage. He's looking to go for the BOD next. So, you know, at some point, if he doesn't really have to be, doing anything else other than just popping out damage with the setups like we saw from Tamal, that's the best place where they could set up. But how can they continue to pull that off? There's going to be the wild charge. Joybudge finds another one. There's the Guardian's Berry. Tamal going to get caught in a bad place here. Luffy goes in with a vengeance. Jappa's going to be the focus here. Gets stunned, but still alive. Gina God mode finding a kill for himself. They lose 2. It's a 2 for 2 so far. Dogtor now going to be focused on Jappa with the return, finding Gina. And now it's Team First Blood with their backs against the wall, retreating here.
That is huge. I mean, all the way back to the Lord, but let's back it up. Let's rewind it for a second. I think I got a minute to talk possibly here. So, first of all, Tamal, I thought it was all over when the Lord is coming. The wild charge is about to interrupt his Numen on Blast, and he's able to flicker back and save that whole team fight. Now, here again, we're looking at this team fight, and Jappa and Tamal, nice position. Tamal does go down in that fight, but he's able to hold them all off. And once again, Indo, not the aggressor, but stops that wild charge from really fully connecting, stops the whole team from really fully pouncing on top of them. Jappa now finding nice positions. Even, I mean, the snipe shot onto Gina Godmode right there saved the day, honestly. So New Wave, all the members of the team are finally finding some synergy and making plays that matter. With this Lord, there could possibly be a contest. Yes, they are at a 4K deficit, but New Wave looks good. They've been winning team fights at this deficit, and I don't think they want to give up this Lord easily.
Yeah, they got to be careful, right? Dogtor was just caught out there a little bit, had to burn the flicker. Now Tamal looking for setup, and look at the damage on Luffy, even with the vengeance. He can take quite a bit of magic damage. He falls here. There's the new one on blast. They do find one. New Wave now in a good position to contest this one. Off the brilliance here too. They are kind of low here. Tamal's got to be careful. Has to respect the damage. Deadliest catch comes out. It's going to be easily dodged here. Team first blood. Lord's going to go ahead and reset once again. No one wants to fully commit to it just yet. Jappa's got to be careful as well. He's the main focus point here, right? Jappa wants to continue to stay alive here, look for the right positioning, and that's what we see here. Joybon's trying to get some vision. Lord's still going to be bounced around between both teams. Prophecy sitting in that bush. So now we have pretty much, they're trying to stall this out, right? They need Luffy to be back here. Yeah, they need him. Oh, the diversion. That was going to be trying to get Jappa here. They do cut him off a little bit. Joy Boy is now on the chase, missing the wild card. Jappa now running for his life, able to get some space here. Kid looking for the lethal counter. Doesn't get it. Flicker's going to come out here, but look at the rest of the team. Gina Godmode now looking for a setup here. Everybody's just all over the place at this point. There's going to be the focus here. Dogtor now, and nobody goes down from that chaos.
Yeah, but the Lord is now into the position of Team First Blood. Not only that, New Wave has to go over, clear this wave on the top of their base. So this is going to be another Lord going in the hands of Team First Blood for a second New Wave. It felt like they had the opportunity, but that diversion play, the diversion has just come in clutch throughout this whole game. We wondered, we questioned, we were wondering, how are they going to use this? How is it going to be done? And they have showed us 4-0-6 on Prophecy. Definitely one of the major playmakers of Game 3 for the Grand Finals.
Prophecy is literally like,
I'm the Prophecy.
I'm the Prophecy. Hold my tea. I don't know if I could say the other thing, but here, hold my tea. I'll show you how to use the diversion. That was literally a diversion that they did there, and it caused so much chaos for New Wave. So now, here they are once again. They've been in this position many times. They've got to defend this time against a beefed-up Lord. And now the mid-turret's going to go down here. So base going to be completely exposed for New Wave. And now the focus, Team First Blood, looking to end the game if they can here. They've got to be careful. Joybot does go in. Luffy finding a kill here. Indo does go down. Gina Godmode looking for the setup, though. Can't get the crossbow of Tang off just yet. Bob and Weaving gets stunned here by Tamal, forcing the flicker out. Takes quite a bit of damage himself. Finds the kill. But meanwhile, his teammates are falling apart here. 3 fall for Team First Blood, 2 for New Wave.
New Wave is defending wonderfully. I got to say that. And we've been putting all this weight on Jappa, right? But you know who else has been making some big damage plays? Ziggy. 6-3-2 right now. Or I think she got a kill in that. I could be wrong. But every time they put a lot of focus on Jappa, Ziggy coming in from the side and making a play. He did pick up a kill right there. So New Wave now, I mean, we're closing in. We have a 1,000 gold difference. That's all. There's still a lot of towers for New Wave to get through, but we're now at the standstill. We're getting close to the 62K mark to where it doesn't really matter about the gold lead anymore. Everyone's just about maxed itemed out. Indo, still not really the most important thing. We question that Bane, but I can say the Deadliest Catch has at least come in clutch for some of these team fights. Normally you want to have the flicker on that Bane, right? To like either get into the back and then pop the Deadliest Catch. You want to get your position right. So it's more of a reactionary. It's more of a disengaged Deadly Catch. And with him going full damage, the Deadly Catch isn't really doing anything like damage wise, right? It's completely utility, but he is making it work. Possible play into this bottom lane.
Ball card comes out. Jappa, look at the damage she's doing to Luffy. Has to force him back. Dogtor now. There's the crossbow of Tang being popped. Gina Godmode able to find a kill. Going to be blocked here with the shield. Tamal now initiating. Looking for the setup with a new on blast. Is not going to find a target, but they do get Kid as he's taken down here. New Wave once again finding a moment for just, I mean, to push back into the base here. Team First Blood really setting them up for this next Lord here. Kid is down. And I gotta say, you gotta give it up to New Wave. They worked from a 10k gold deficit, and now they have taken the lead in terms of gold here. Can they continue to secure kills around the map? Joybon's going to get the deadliest catch, but now Jabba's in trouble. He has to go down. He's taken out of the picture. Brilliant's going to be popped here. They find the right target. Tamal, the next focus. Ziggy's going to be focused back here too. Has to get out of dodge, but hold on. Tamal not going to be the focus of Luffy. Once again, Ziggy in a bad position too. Tamal still able to survive. They find another kill. Now Prophecy taking a little bit of a chance. The backfires as he falls, and this is quite the chaos here. Meanwhile, Gina God Mode, very low health, has to retreat here.
Yeah, this may be a little bit of a longer Lord pool than we thought. The Kid is back on the map now. He's going to start this up, but we know New Wave does not want to give it up easier. We got to keep our eyes on Dog Tour. May have a possible route into this back line, maybe try to put some pressure onto Gina here. Tamal making the engage.
Gina God Mode going to focus on Tamal, looking to get that crossbow of Tang off. Looking for the right moment. There's going to be the wild charge. Deadliest catch comes out too. There's the crossbow of Tang. The damage is there. Now Dog Tour going to be focused on. He has to flicker out. They're going to get chased down, get slowed, get stunned, and everything else. Gina God Mode actually going to back off here. Knows that Joppa is up. And now we have Team First Blood on the retreat. They might go ahead and try to focus on the Lord. They've got to be very careful about this because New Wave clearing their base, it might just go in the hands of Team First Blood.
Yeah, once again, New Wave forced back to the base to clear these waves, forced to stay on their side of the map, and this is the advantage that they're going to have, that Team First Blood is going to have in all of these Lords if we see more. Nice snipe shot coming in. The Lord does go into the hands of Team First Blood, and New Wave back on the defensive. Now, the question is, can they defend it once again? You have no inhibitors. You are all alone in your base up against 5 in a Lord in 3 waves.
Yeah, and this is, you know, the beefed up Lord, as we like to call it, because it's going to hurt. And the minions also that are going to be charging in there are going to be a little bit harder to clear, right? They do have great clear, and that's why we see New Wave, you know, just defending out of their minds for the most part. But now it's Team First Blood that's going to be looking for the setup here. Deadliest catch does come out. Ziggy taking quite a bit of damage, has to pop the Brilliance here. Dog toward the next target. And now Joybot trying to help them out here. Can they get the Lord down? Do they find a kill on Dog Tower? And it is one after another. They fall. And Team First Blood taking the series, going to one more game ahead of them.
Victory!
Team First Blood is on fire. This is, you know, this is a perfect letter, a perfect note to just this tournament, how it has been. Team First Blood, Rookies of the Year, take the best of 5, and they do it in a sweeping fashion from game 1 to game 3. They are dominating through. Gina God Mode with another MVP under her belt, 12-2-5. I mean, what